My name is Mike Martello from the Town of Gilbert's Office of Economic Development. On today's episode of Gilbert LemonAid, I have the pleasure of talking with Danny Kahn with Higher Grounds Roastery and Cafe, which is located near the intersection of Val Vista and Williamsfield. Thank you for joining us today, Danny. Do you want to start off by telling us a little bit about HG Roastery and Cafe?
Yeah, sure. We're a family-owned and operated cafe. We're located off of Val Vista and Williamsfield. We're in that Sprouts parking lot right next to Pure Bar and Elements Massage. We've been open now for about almost 8 years. We are family-owned and operated, so my mother-in-law is the general manager. My husband roasts all the coffee, and then I help with all the community outreach and marketing.
Great. So yeah, we'll jump right in, and I noticed you have probably the coolest title ever as the Internet Wizard. So could you start off by sharing a top marketing tip?
Yeah, sure. So I put Internet Wizard because I'm the one that goes and does all the social media posting, and that helped us a lot during COVID-19. So a huge part of making sure that everybody was safe and knew that we were still open and still here was posting online these heart-to-heart videos. And yeah, we were a little camera shy at first, but when we sort of just stepped in front of our cell phones and did a live video with our community and our guests, they knew that we were there, and they knew that we were still serving them. And with all the changes that happened, every time there was a new mandate, we would make an update and say, like, we're here, but we're wearing masks, and for your safety, we're making sure everybody's 6 feet apart. Having those heart-to-heart videos during COVID-19 really helped with outreach and engagement on our social media.
Yeah, that's great. I know that there's a plethora of information, and sometimes it gets cumbersome to try to read everything that comes out. So getting another way to digest it is, it's always welcome.
Yeah.
So for another tip, there's been a lot of press in regards to food delivery apps and services and kind of their impact on the food industry. Is there any insights or best practices in dealing with some of those applications and businesses?
Yeah. So because of what happened, we had a huge drop in foot traffic. So what we needed to do was essentially get on as many delivery apps as we could so we could start getting food out to our guests. And we were kind of the crazy people who got all 4 delivery apps, so Postmates, DoorDash, Grubhub, and Uber Eats. So we have experience with all of them. And one thing that really helped during this time was changing the payouts to daily instead of at the end of the week or at the beginning of the week. And that option is actually like sort of hidden in the back manager section of the app process. So you have to tell them that you want that system. As far as I'm aware, Grubhub is no longer doing it, but the other 3 apps that I mentioned are doing that without a fee. So that really helped us, especially during those times where we were in lockdown and needed a little bit of extra revenue each day.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's kind of that one where they're taking the money for you. So if you can get it every day instead of letting them hold it for a week, you can put it to work. So yeah, that's a great advice. Another tip we had was contest partnerships with other local businesses.
Yeah. So that really was a lot of help, and it was a lot of fun. So I actually had a partner of ours from Spencer Auto. They talked to us and they said, hey, let's do a combined contest during this where we give a gift card to somebody who comes in for like an oil change. And they came in, they got one of our gift cards, and then we were sharing the contest on our social media. So then it kind of it got a lot of like engagement, and a lot of people were attracted to the idea that 2 locally owned businesses, small family owned, were helping each other during this this weird times. And we got a lot of engagement. And then we've also been reaching out to other businesses within the Gilbert Chamber of Commerce where we would give them items for gift baskets. So people, were needing items, and we were just reaching out, hey, do you need anything? We can help you. Here's some coffee. Here's, a gift card. And that was really effective in just getting the word out that, oh, this place is still, open and ready for business.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And, a lot of our marketing is about hashtag Gilbert together. And a lot of times you think it's, residents helping each other in the businesses, but it's great when you think about that hashtag Gilbert together of the businesses being together and working so collaboratively to help each other, which is awesome. For our next tip is employee engagement and keeping communication open with employees. Could you touch on a little bit of the importance of that?
Oh yeah. So during this whole thing, staffing and having our communication lines open with everybody that's working for us and with us was really important. We hire a lot of college students, and a lot of them didn't really know what was going on. They didn't know what to think. A lot of them had family members that were in other states. And so we needed to have a way of communicating with them. So it's, what is the most effective way to communicate with the age group that you have hired? And we found that finding the app Slack, that was the most effective way. We have college age students, maybe a little just coming out of high school age. They're on their phones. It's easier for them to get their schedule on their phone. If we have, some kind of new policy that comes out where it's like, hey, tomorrow everybody has to wear a mask. And we had that Slack, that Slack message that just went out, and it was, we'll provide the mask, just make sure you come in, and this is what's going on. It was really effective to know what was the easiest way for our staff to read those messages.
Yeah, that's great. Being able to connect in the kind of the mechanism that they value the most seems perfect.
Yeah.
And so I think for our last tip for the day is creating budget packs for food combined with other essential items is something you implemented.
Yeah. So since we're such a small operation, we were able to, when we saw that slowdown in foot traffic, when we saw that people were ordering online more, we saw that they needed to feed their families. So what we did was we made packs that were budget friendly. So we do a lot of breakfast items. We were like, why don't we make a giant pancake stack that somebody can just pick up, order, pick up on curbside. And, it comes with syrup, it comes with the fruit, comes with butter, everything you need to just have brunch, and marketing that on Facebook and taking really nice pictures just with our phone. And telling people we're here to help with family budget packs. And additionally, this isn't so much now, but we also offered essential items along with those budget packs. So when people needed, say, they needed toilet paper at that one time when everything was going crazy, we had toilet paper for people if they wanted to add it onto their order. We also gave out a lot of flour because we could order the big bulk packs of flour, the 50-pound packs. And so if they needed, 2 or 3 cups of flour, that was really helpful for them to just add it on to that. So just keeping communication open and using social media to market those budget packs that you're doing and taking pictures of what you're offering. That was very effective for us.
Yeah, that's a great approach. And that was definitely extra crazy when everything was flying off the shelves, and it was pretty terrifying. So very great to be able to pivot and kind of help reduce that stress for some people when they were looking for those critical goods. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me today and providing these valuable tips to our business community, and wish HG Roastery and Cafe the best, and hope everyone's out supporting you. And thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much, Mike. I really appreciate it.